Ready, Your Honor.
All right. All right, good morning, everybody. All right, I'm Judge Cooper. I'm gonna need you to raise your right hand that I can know that you all can hear me. Please raise your right hand if you can hear me. All right, keep them up. Just look to the front, sir. All right, I'm gonna have you swear that any information you're gonna give the court today will be the truth. So do you swear or affirm that any information you give to the court this afternoon will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If you swear to tell me the truth, please put your hands down. All righty, my name is Judge Cooper, and I'm gonna take a couple minutes to speak with you because it's important that you understand what's taking place this afternoon. First, I'm not here to try your case or take a plea or do anything of that nature. Standing before me this afternoon, you're an accused, and as an accused, you have certain rights. So I'm here to talk to you about your rights. Also, to set bail on those offenses for which I'm authorized to set bail. To schedule a preliminary hearing, and to provide you the assistance of counsel. And finally, to tell you your next scheduled court date. All right, let's start with your rights. As an accused, you have the right to remain silent and say nothing. But should you give up this right, anything you say during these proceedings may be used against you if your case goes to trial. During this and all proceedings, you're presumed innocent until the state proves your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to an indictment by grand jury for most felonies or by accusations if you're charged with misdemeanors. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and cross-examine witnesses or call to testify against you. You yourself may also call witnesses to testify on your behalf. You also have the right to testify and offer evidence on your own behalf, but should you choose not to do so, there can be no presumption of guilt raised by your choosing not to testify. Now let's talk about counsel. You have the right to be represented by an attorney, and per the order of our Chief Judge, Wanda Dallas, today we'll be appointing an attorney to represent you. If you choose, you may also if you choose, you may also hire your own counsel. But again, we're appointing counsel to represent you to make sure your rights are protected. Let's talk about bond. Some of you will be allowed to post an unrestricted bond for your release from jail pending the prosecution of your case. Bond may be posted using cash, commercial, or property bond. If we, for example, we say cash bond and the bond is $3,000. If you have someone with that amount of funds, they bring it and they post it with the sheriff. When the case is over with, that same person goes and get their funds back. If you do not have someone with that amount of funds, then you may use a commercial bonding company approved by the sheriff. Bonding companies charge anywhere from 10 to 15% of the amount of your bond. So for a $3,000 bond, your family member or friend will be charged either $300 or $400, and then the commercial bonding company would come over and pay your bond. You may also use property. If you have equity in property equal 4 times the amount of your bond, and that family member or friend is willing to pledge a deed to their property for your release, again, they bring it over to the sheriff, leave it with the sheriff, and when your case is over with, that person goes and get their deed back. Now, if I say a bond is $3,000, understand that there's certain mandated fees that I don't have visibility of or access to. So when that person goes to pay your bond, they may be told it's $3,200. Understand that there's some fees that goes along with it. But my job this morning is to make sure that everyone is treated fairly on an equal level field. Now, on all bonds, there's a general requirement that while on bond, you'll remain law-abiding. Second, on some bonds, there's specific conditions, such as don't go around a certain place or don't contact a certain person. Understand if you violate those specific conditions, you'll be rearrested, subject to a new charge, and you'll not be eligible for bond for the remainder of the process. Also, if a family member is listed as a victim on a warrant, and there's a condition that I put in today that says that you cannot be around that person will not be allowed to make bond on your behalf. Now, there's certain instances where I'm not able to grant you a bond, such as if you're currently on parole or probation. So again, if you're on parole or probation, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond. And there's also certain offenses for which this court is not authorized to grant you a bond. So if I say this morning that bond is denied, that is probably the reason why. Now, if you're charged with a felony, the next court date for felonies will be January 22nd of 2021. Okay. If you're charged with a misdemeanor, the next court date is January 19th of 2021. Now, if you can make bond, make bond. Okay. And your court date will be rescheduled. Now, for the folks who are charged with a misdemeanor, you have an additional option available to you. You may waive your preliminary hearing. Waiving your preliminary hearing, you're not admitting guilt. You're not giving up any rights. You're just making a determination that you want your case processed quickly. So, for example, if you may be unable to make bond, then you would waive, and your case would be handled within the next 7 to 10 business days. So again, waiving doesn't affect any of your rights. It's not an admission of guilt. It's just a decision you're making that you want your case sped up. Now, finally, I'm going to turn you back over to the deputy and just follow their orders, and I'll have an opportunity to speak with you all individually when you approach the podium. Thank you.
Rebecca Colette.
Okay. Rebecca Collette. Ms. Collette, good afternoon. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, hi, good afternoon.
Yes, Ms. Collette, it's alleged that you one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act. Ms. Collette, do you understand the allegation, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, Ms. Collette, the bond is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Collette?
Yes,
All right, Ms. Collette. Again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Your next court date is the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, Ms. Collette.
Let's go home. No, she's going to the bathroom.
Money, sir.
What's your name, ma'am?
Tara Flemister.
Ms. Flemister. It is alleged that you committed the offense of battery. However, Ms. Flemister, I'm going to deny the allegations today, and I'm going to order that you be released. Now, I will say one thing to you. You're 17. Okay, be mindful of this. Have a good day.
Oh, man, have a seat. Right here in front of this camera.
Imani Richardson.
All right, give me a second. All the way to the end. Give me 1 second. All right, Ms. Richardson, it's alleged you carried a weapon at the airport, as well as carrying the weapon that was concealed. The bond today is $8,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am? Okay. All right, I understand. Ms. Richardson, again, you've heard, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And because these offenses are misdemeanor, you have the option of waiving or not waiving your preliminary hearing. Again, waiving it is just the decision you're making that you want to speed it up. If you decide to waive, you'll have be in front of another judge within the next 7 to 10 business days. Or of course, you have the option of trying to make bond and having the case put off until later in the year of next year. What is your decision, Miss Richardson? Do you want to waive or do you want to just make bond and have it put off?
I'll just waive it.
Okay. Now, and I should have said this to everyone again. If you waive, you can still make bond. Okay, it's just a decision you want to make that you want to speed it up. All righty, the deputy there is going to have you sign some paperwork, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you much.
Step up, Ms. Say your name.
Latoya Rucker.
Ms. Rucker.
Got it. Ms. Latoya Renee Rucker, it is alleged that you okay, one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and then a second count of possession of marijuana. Okay, do you understand the allegations, or do you require me to read them to you?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Rucker, your bond this morning for both offenses combined is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, Ms. Rucker?
Yes, sir.
All right, got it. Thank you. All right, Ms. Rucker, appointed counsel to assist you, and your court date is the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you.
Step up, Ms. Smith. Oshia Smith.
Okay. Ms. Smith, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery. Do you understand the allegation, ma'am, or do you want me to read it to you?
I understand.
Now, Ms. Smith, the bond is $3,000. Would you be able to make bond, Ms. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, Ms. Smith, there's a condition of your bond. That is, you have to stay away from Christopher Walker, okay? You can't be around him, can't try to contact him. If there's an allegation of you contacting him, you can face a new charge. You'll not be eligible for any bond. Now, Ms. Smith, you are, being that it's a misdemeanor, you can try to make bond, and the case will be pushed back probably, middle of next year, or you can speed it up by signing a waiver. Now, if you sign a waiver, you can still make bond, okay? So what would you like to do? Would you like to sign a waiver? Okay, I did not hear you, ma'am.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, no, all right, fair enough. Ma'am, thank you. Again, your court date is the 22nd, correction, the 19th of January. But if you make bond, that day will be canceled and you'll get your court date in the mail, okay? Thank you, ma'am.
Step up.
Hello, ma'am, your name, please?
Fine.
Swain, okay. Ms. Swain, it's alleged that you obstructed an officer. Do you understand the allegation, or do you want me to read it to you?
I understand.
Ms. Swain, the bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. All righty, Ms. Swain, if you make bond, the court date of January 19th will be changed or canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. You also have the option of waiving, which is to speed it up. Do you want to do a waiver, or do you just want to try to make bond?
I'm gonna make bond.
All right, thank you, ma'am. All the best to you. Thanks. What's your name, ma'am?
Carissa Toombs.
All righty, yes, ma'am. It is alleged that you normally operated a vehicle with no insurance. Okay. The bond is $1,000. Will you be able to make bond, ma'am?
Yeah.
All righty. Again, if you make bond, the court date of January the 19th will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Okay, ma'am? Thank you. That's all, ma'am.
Yeah. Most of them, huh? Yes.
Okay. Up front, yeah.
Step in front of the podium.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Board, Nick.
All right, hang on a second.
Seat on the back.
All righty, sir. It's alleged that you drove a motor vehicle, that the brake lights and the signal wasn't up. You had an invalid tag, and you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you require me to read it to you?
I understand.
All right, Mr. Bacon, the total bond is $2,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir? Okay. Now, Mr. Bacon, if you make bond, the court date of January 19th will be canceled, and it'll get put off for later. You also have the option of waiving, which is speeded up. Now, if you say you want to waive, you can still make bond, okay? What is your decision, sir?
Wait.
I'm sorry?
I like to waive.
All righty. The deputy there is going to have you fill out some paperwork, sir. Thank you very much, okay, sir? All right.
Don't print. You can sign. Step up to the screen here. Sign here.
What's your name, sir? Mr. Childs? Okay. Mr. Childs, it says you drove with your vision obstructed, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and 1 count of use or possession of drug-related objects. Do you understand the allegations, or do you require me to read them to you?
I don't understand, yes.
Circle in there. Thank you.
Mr. Childs, the bond this afternoon will be $10,000 for all 3 combined. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Childs?
On my own or have somebody else?
However you do it, sir, will you be able to make bond? You're gonna give it a shot though, right? Understand, all righty. I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And Mr. Childs, your court date is January the 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Step up.
Your name, sir? Mr. Clark, it's alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less, 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, 1 count of container containing drugs, fleeing from police officer, having no license, littering the highway, a divided highway restriction violation, improper lane change, and tampering with evidence. Mr. Clark, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today because it shows that you're currently on probation, sir. Mr. Clark, your next court date is January the 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Find a circle in there. Circle. You can sit right here.
Your name, sir?
Cole.
Mr. Code, it's alleged that you committed the offense of loitering. Do you understand the allegations, sir, or do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah, you wait.
All right. Basically, it says, sir, that you're in the area of Highway 85 and Round Road, asking people for money. You were told to leave, and about an hour later, the officer came back through, and you were still at that location in Panhandle, asking folks for money. That's basically the allegations. Now, Mr. Code, the bond is $1,000, but I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this afternoon. Mr. Code, your next court date is going to be the 19th of January.
Okay.
8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 19th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Find a circle in there. Thank you all.
Are you Mr. Colbert? All right. Hey, sir, it's alleged that you had a window tint violation, 3 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, possession of drug-related objects, possessed a firearm, also possessed a firearm by one who's precluded from possessing a firearm, as well as obstruction of an officer. Mr. Colbert, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, sir, because the records show that you're currently still on probation. Mr. Colbert, your next court date is January 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
There, find a circle, face the wall.
Mr. Davis? All right, sir. Mr. Davis, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery, family violence. Do you understand the allegation, sir? Or do you want me to read it to you?
Understand, sir?
All right, Mr. Davis, the bond is $3,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? Okay. All right, Mr. Davis, when you make bond, I'm ordering that you stay away from Simone Lee. I'm also ordering that you do not go back around that address of 3155 Harris Drive. Now, I'm assuming that you have stuff there that you may need to get. So I'm putting on a sheet of paper here that you'll get a copy. Within 10 days of you making bond, okay, within 10 days, you got to contact the sheriff and they'll go with you to make sure you can get your stuff. That's to prevent someone saying you did something wrong while you were there, et cetera, and landing you back in this predicament. All righty, sir. Now, if you make bond, that court date will be canceled and you'll get a court date later in the year. If you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can also sign up for waiving. Waiving, you'll bring your court date up within the next 7 to 10 days. If you choose to waive, you can still make bond. Okay? So do you understand what I've just explained about waiver and making bond?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Now, sir, Mr. Davis, would you like to waive or you just want to make bond and keep it moving?
Make bond and keep it moving.
All right, sir. Again, that court date of January the 19th, if you make bond, will be changed and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
On there, final circle, face the ball.
Give me one moment. All right. Are you Mr. Fortson? Yes? Okay, Mr. Fortson, it says that you fled from police, had an expired or invalid tag, one allegation of reckless driving, improper lane change, driving within the emergency lane, driving too fast for condition, no insurance, driving a suspended and revoked license not on your person, as well as possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. Sir, the bond is $13,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Left shoulder on the wall.
Yes, sir.
All righty, now, your next court date, sir, is the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, sir.
Well, with the amount that you gave me for my bond, is that for all the charges that you named?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And sorry, could you repeat it again? How it's-
$13,500.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. What is your name, sir? Are you Mr. Foster?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Foster, it's alleged that you tampered with evidence, possessed marijuana 1 ounce or less, 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and 1 count of a dangerous drug container. Mr. Foster, your bond this afternoon, sir, is $20,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Say it again, sir. How much?
$20,500.
I think I should make bond, sir.
All right, understand. Sir, your court date is going to be on the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201, and I've appointed counsel to assist you. I'm sorry, one thing I did not say is that someone from that counsel's office should be contacting you within 72 hours, okay?
Someone from the council office should be contacting me?
Should be contacting you within 72 hours
Yes, sir.
from your attorney's office. Someone from I'm appointing an attorney to represent you, and someone from that attorney's office should be contacting you within 72 hours. All right, thank you, sir.
Right, final circle, face the ball.
Are you Mr. Fox?
Yep.
Mr. Fox, it's alleged that you use or possess drug-related objects, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and possess a firearm during the commission of a felony. You also had expired or invalid tags. Mr. Fox, your bond this afternoon is $18,500. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Fox?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Fox, I'm appointing counsel to assist you. Okay, someone from the attorney's office is supposed to contact you within 72 hours. And your next court date, sir, is January 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Okay, sir?
500.
Yes. well, 25,000. If they charge you 10%, that may be around what it comes out to be, but yes, sir.
I was saying, what was the total you said?
25,000.
Find a circle on the left.
Are you Mr. Gray? All right, Mr. Gray, it's alleged you tampered with evidence, possess marijuana 1 ounce or less, 2 counts of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as having a dangerous drug container. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, Mr. Gray, because it says you're currently on probation. I've appointed counsel to assist you, Mr. Gray, and your next court date, sir, is the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. Are you Mr. Hardnett?
Sir.
All right, and Mr. Tyler Hardnett, it's alleged you possess firearm by one who's been previously convicted. The bond in those matters, sir, is $10,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Hardnett?
Sir.
All right, sir, I'm appointed counsel to assist you, and your next court date is January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. All right, sir?
Just this
Thank you.
way. Slide down, sit down. Find a circle on the left.
Are you Mr. Harris?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Mr. Harris, it's alleged that you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond in those matters is $2,000. However, sir, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out, and I'm going to ask you just to obey your dad. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Your next court date is going to be on the 19th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 19th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you. Are you Mr. Hugh?
I'm Mr. Gerald. J.A.R.
Got it, Mr. Rodney Jarrell. Sir, it's alleged you committed the offense of battery and criminal trespass, simple battery and criminal trespass. Do you understand the allegation? You don't want me to read them to you?
I understand.
All righty, sir. The bond today is $6,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Jarrell, once you make bond, I'm ordering that you stay away from Miss Angela Jarrell. You can't be around her, can't contact her until this matter is over. Now, when you make bond, the court date of January 19th will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Also, you have the option of waiving, which means you can speed it up. Now, if you choose to waive and try to speed it up and you get to make bond, you can still make bond. So it's just an option, additional option you have in the fact that your alleged offenses are simply misdemeanors. So, Mr. Gerald, you want to waive to speed it up and then maybe make bond, or you just want to make bond?
Let's make bond and
All righty, got it. So again, that court date of the 19th of January will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
what's my bond?
Total bond is $6,000.
Step in there as soon as the deputy comes through.
How you doing, sir?
Right to that door. Right here? Yes.
All right, give me 1 second, sir. What is your name, sir?
In January.
All right, Mr. Tevin January. It is alleged you obstructed an officer, possessed marijuana 1 ounce or less, and having a valid driver's license. All right, Mr. January, the bond on all those matters, sir, is $4,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir? All right, and Mr. January, if you make bond, that date of January 19th will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. You also have an option, Mr. January, of what's called waiving, which is to speed it up. If you decide to waive, you'll have a next court date within the next 7 to 10 business days. Now, you can say you want to waive, okay, and I'll sign you up for waiving, and you can still make bond, which will then push it later. So it's just an option you have. What would you like to do, sir?
Make bond, sir. Go on.
All right. Fair enough. All righty. Again, that court date of January 19th will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir.
On the circle, step to the wall, face the wall. Face the wall. Step forward, sir, forward to that circle right there.
No.
Your name, sir?
Nathaniel Jefferson.
Mr. Jefferson. Sir, it's alleged that you were intoxicated in public. The bond is $1,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this afternoon. Mr. Jefferson, your court date is going to be on January 19th, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201.
Yes,
January
sir.
19th, 8 a.m., 201. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Step right in there, find a circle, face it.
Your name, sir? Did you say Johnson?
Sir.
Okay, Raymond Johnson. All right, Mr. Raymond Johnson, you're also charged with being drunk in public. The bond is $1,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out also. Your next court date, sir, is going to be January 19th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Thank you, sir.
Step in there, find a circle.
Your name, sir? Are you Mr. Kendrill Joseph?
Mr. Joshua Lattimore.
All right, Mr. Joshua Lattimore. Okay. All right, sir. It is said that you committed the offense of terroristic threats. And I'm not authorized to grant you a bond today, sir, because it says you're currently on probation.
I promise you, I maxed out in December 16th of last year, sir. I'm no longer on no papers in no county at all, sir.
All right, now here's the challenge I have, Mr. Lattimore. That conflicts with what I have, and I have no way to prove it one way or another. However, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm appointing counsel to assist you. And either someone from that attorney's office or that attorney, him or herself, is to contact you within 72 hours. Explain that to them. They can do whatever they need to do to take it in front of the DA and get it squared away. Now, but I want you to pay attention to this, okay? I'm ordering that you stay here from Miss Cartledge.
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering that you do not go back around that address of the Morrow Early Learning Center.
Yes, sir.
Can't go nowhere in that vicinity. All righty, now, again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. Make sure you go over with counsel, your bond, your probation matters or lack of probation matters. And your next court date is going to be on the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201.
I don't have probation, sir.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I've appointed counsel to assist you. Talk to him or her, please. Okay?
That's some bullshit, bro. I ain't even got no fucking probation, bro.
Hey, bring him back up for me. Bring him back up for me.
I don't have probation, bro. I just got out of
Bring him back up for me.
next time, sir.
Mr. Lattimore, I was going to do you the courtesy of checking on it, sir. But you just be quiet. You have totally disrespected yourself, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
That shit, yo. Hey!
Step up in front of it. Maintain your composure. Put your left shoulder on the wall.
Are you Mr. Liver?
Runner?
Are you Mr. Liver?
Runner?
Carlos Alberto?
Sure.
Okay, all righty. Do you understand English okay? All righty, sir, you're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol and following too close. Your bond today is $2,500.
Sure.
Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Sure.
All righty, when you make bond, that court date of January 19th will be canceled and you'll get your next court date in the mail.
Right.
Now, sir, you also have the option, if you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can waive and speed it up, which will be in the next 7 days. If you choose to waive and speed it up and you can still make bond, you can still make bond.
Okay.
So, do you want to speed it up or do you just want to make bond and let it be handled later on in the year?
Put your mask on.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. That date will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you.
When I got here, no, follow him all the way through. Step up to the podium.
Are you Mr. Jaheim Morris?
Give us 1 second, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Good to go, Your Honor. Thank you.
All righty. All righty, sir. Are you Mr. Morris?
Sir.
All right, Mr. Morris, it's alleged that you violated you have one count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as one count of drug-related objects. I'm not authorized to grant you a bond this afternoon, Mr. Morris, because it says you're currently on probation. Mr. Morris, I've appointed counsel to assist you, and your next court date is going to be January 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. Are you Mr. Norris? Are you Mr. Samuel Norris? Okay, all right, got it. Mr. Norris, it's alleged here that you committed one count of battery family violence, as well as one count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, as well as one count of aggravated assault by strangulation, also terroristic threats, and allowing a children or someone under the age of 18 to witness battery. From denying you bond this morning. Also equally important, you're to stay from Ms. Jarius Baker, Ms. Jaquisha Lay, and you're not to go back around the address of 792 Overlook Terrace. I don't believe you all have anything there that you need to get from that address, do you, sir? All right, fair enough. Now, Mr. Norris, I'm appointing counsel to assist you, and your court date, sir, is going to be on January 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Are you Mr. Nyland? Are you Mr. Nyland?
Yes, sir.
All righty, sir. Sir, it's alleged you obstructed an officer. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. If you make bond, sir, the court date right now is scheduled for January 19th. That day will get canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. It'll be a later in the year. If you think you may have difficulty making bond, you can also waive, which we'll have your court date in the next 7 to 10 business days. And even if you choose to waive, you can still make bond. So do you understand what your options are?
I understand.
All righty. What do you want to do? You want to waive, or you just want to go ahead and make bond?
Waive and I can make bond. That's right. I can still
Say it again.
make bond today, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right. You make bond, that date will be canceled. All the best to you, sir. Thank you. Hello, sir. You Mr. Willie Powell? Mr. Willie Powell, it's alleged that you one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act and one count of use of or possession of drug-related objects. Your bond this afternoon, sir, is $9,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? All right, sir. If you make bond, your next court date is going to be on the 22nd of January, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, Mr. Powell. Mr. Price? All right. Hey, Mr. Price, it's alleged you committed the offense of aggravated assault as well as false imprisonment. Mr. Price, I'm denying you bond this afternoon. When you do make bond, you just stay from Miss Dorothea Price, and you must stay from the address of 11192 Chelsea Drive. I'm putting on here that when you make bond, you can contact the sheriff within 10 days of making bond, and they'll go with you to help you get whatever stuff you need to get out of there. All right, sir. Thank you. Your next court date is, of course, January 22nd. Thank you. That's all.
January 22nd. Step on the down, look at the wall. Yes, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Mr. Reyes?
Hello, sir, Your Honor. I'm George Scott.
Reyes bonded.
All right, no problem. Got it. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir.
Pay attention. Stand on the
All righty.
wall. There we go.
Now, did you say Scott or Soares?
No, sir. George Scott, sir.
George Scott. All right, give me a second.
Sora is bonded out, Your Honor.
All right, yeah, we're gonna go through a couple of that at the end, I'm sure. All right, Mr. Scott. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Yeah. All right, give me 1 second.
Yes, Your Honor.
Be looking at the wall, gentlemen, not at me.
All right, sir. It is alleged you committed the following offenses. There's a stop sign violation, fleeing from a police officer, hit and run accident, traveling in a restricted travel lane on a state highway, racing on a highway, reckless driving, improper lane change, improper turn, improper signaling, driving within the emergency lane, improper display of your tag, use or concealing the identity of your vehicle, no insurance, obstruction of an officer, unregistered vehicle failure to register your vehicle within 7 days, a red light violation, and driving on the wrong side of the road. Your bond today, sir, is $21,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? All righty. Your next court date, sir, is going to be January 22nd at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 21st, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, okay, hold on a second.
Stand up straight, my man.
All right, what is your name, sir?
That wall doesn't need you to hold it up.
All right, got it. All right, give me a second, Mr. Thomas. All right, sir, you're driving. It's alleged you committed the following offenses. Driving under the influence of alcohol and improper lane change, not having a license on your person, and a seatbelt violation. Your bond this afternoon, sir, is $3,500. Will you be able to make bond, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. If you make bond, the court date of January 19th will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. It'll be later in the year. If you think you may have difficulty making bond, you may also do what's called waiving, which is speeding it up. If you choose to waive, you'll have your next court date within the next 7 to 10 business days. What is your decision, sir? Do you want to just make bond or do you want to waive?
Big bond.
All right, sir. Thank you. And again, that court date of January 19th will be canceled and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. Your name, sir?
James Thompson-Smith.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's alleged you drove on a suspended or revoked license as well as impeded traffic. Your bond would be $2,000. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out. Your next court date, sir, is going to be on the 19th of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 19th, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. And I've appointed counsel to help you, sir. Thank you.
Back, counselor. Circles to the right. Face the wall.
Are you Mr. Walker?
Philip Business, sir. Philip Xavier Business.
Hold on. Okay, got it. You have counsel, and she was trying to be in. I think she was having a little difficulty.
Oh, I'm here, Judge.
Awesome. Okay, she chimes in at the appropriate time. All righty, sir. You have Miss Judy Kim, who's counsel. So, Mr. Vinson, is alleged that you possess marijuana 1 ounce or less. Also, that you possessed a firearm during the commission of a crime. All righty, sir. The bond, as it states right now, is $11,000. Will you be able to make bond, sir? All righty. Your court date, sir, is January 22nd, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. Ms. Kim, do you have any questions?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Have excused.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great weekend. Thank you.
All right.
I'll slip on there to the right, take the wall.
Your name, sir?
My name is Walker.
Okay, Mr. Walker, it's alleged that you had an improper erratic lane change as well as driving with no license. The bond would be $1,500. However, I'm going to allow you to sign yourself out this afternoon. Mr. Walker, your next court date is going to be January the 19th at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. And again, I've appointed counsel to assist you. The date is January 19th, 8 a.m., courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Justice White. Drop the pen. Step in there, find a circle, and take the wall.
What's your name, sir?
Jerry Wilkerson.
All right, sir. Dylan Walker, sir, it's alleged you had one count of violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, as well as one.
You said Jerry Wilkerson?
Oh, he said Walker.
Okay, all right. Who is it? What? Jerry Wilkerson? All right, thank you. Understand. Way to go. Don't want nobody else's mess. I understand. Right. I shouldn't say that. Mr. Wilkerson, it's alleged you committed the offense of criminal trespass. The bond is $2,000. Will you be able to make bond, Mr. Wilkerson? All righty, sir. If you make bond, the court date right now is scheduled for January the 19th. That day will be canceled, and you'll get your next court date in the mail. But Mr. Wilkerson, you also have an opportunity. If you want to use it, you can do what's called a waiver, which will speed your case up. You'll have a in front of the next judge within the next 7 to 10 business days to address the matter. If you choose to waive and you can still make bond, you can still make bond. It's just an option you have in the fact that you're charged with a misdemeanor only. Do you understand your options, sir?
Yes, sir.
All righty. What do you want to do? You want to waive and speed it up, or you want to try to make bond?
Make bond.
All righty, sir. Again, that date of January the 19th, if you make bond, that day will be canceled, and you get your next court date in the mail. Thank you, sir. Your name, sir?
Williams.
Williams? Okay, Mr. Dylan Williams. Sir, it says you have a violation of the Georgia Controlled Substance Act. You concealed the identification of a motor vehicle. You have in-op brake and or turn signal required. And you also possessed drug-related objects. Sir, I'm not authorized to grant you a bond because the record shows that you're currently on probation. Mr. Williams, your next court date is going to be on the 22nd of January at 8 a.m. in courtroom 201. January 22nd, 8 a.m. courtroom 201. Thank you, sir.
Find a dot. Place them all everyone. That was the last person, Judge.
All right, let me run through some things with you if you don't mind.
Sure.
All right, Kendrell Joseph.
Out on bond.
Ready? HUE, Carlton Hugh.
Out on bond.
Okay. Nakisha Thomas.
Keisha Thomas.
Fugitive.
I think it was something with that where it was an actual federal warrant, but it wasn't fugitive.
Okay, all right. So not brought down. Okay. Okay, I got it. What about a Skylar Akins, #1 person on the list? Out on bond?
On bond, yes, sir.
Thank you very much. May you all have a wonderful afternoon, okay?
Judge, I got 2 questions for you. If you could take us off. You can take us off.
Yeah.